in by Greenwood. That time it's met by Knack. So we're underway then in Manchester. Yamashita with a new hair colour. Yeah, I just wonder if the hair dye and also the fireworks that you mentioned were already planned. As you said, they would have been hoping and looking at the fixture list, hoping they could have been crowned champions. Can they finally take that step this year and finish first place? Chilla gets away from Knack. Running from the Liverpool forward, and the ball across was an inviting one. Holland couldn't reach it from the start tonight. I just wonder if they watched that performance against Brighton and Hove Albion last weekend and saw the damage that was done, particularly down that left-hand side from a City perspective. Kerry Holland thinks it up to the back post, and it's met by Chillag. Really aggressive jump. Really like that inclusion that Gareth Taylor has made. It's very aggressive from the former City boss. Great pressing by Denise O'Sullivan. In on goal and forces a save from Yamashita. Corner for Liverpool, and Manchester City have started a little nervy. Yeah, they have. Sloppy stuff between two of their stars. Watching City come close now. Holland. And it's well struck off the base of the post. Grace Fisk it was with the effort. What a fantastic, energy-filled start this is from Liverpool. Well, they have not. An important signing she's been for Liverpool. On loan from BK Häcken, Swedish side. As Grace Fisk overplays her hand. The ball from Pagino into Shaw, though, a little overhit, and fault will come on. The Sam Coffee. As Manchester City try and calm things down and take the game by the scruff of the neck. The ball over the top for Carolyn. And the flag is raised, if a little late. Yeah, good line in the end from the Liverpool back line, and it's fascinating actually, although they're at opposite ends of the table, Liverpool and wag of the finger. Asagawa. Enjoyed that bit of skill from him. By Alston, and that's a nasty collision. Chillag. Shoulder going right into Rebecca Knack. Yeah, it was a really brave header from Rebecca Knack, the German centre-back. It was an awkward height as well. Nothing intentional about the challenge from Chillag, but you can understand it's probably a heavy landing. Forward by fault, straight to Carolyn though, but Nagano was there. Aggressive press from Manchester City. Can Liverpool work their way out of it? The answer is yes. Olsen. Shimizu. Into the channel for Chilag. One back by Enderby. O'Sullivan now. This is good from Liverpool. Kerry Holland. Ball to the back post, looking for Chilag, who very nearly got ahead to that. Bunny Shaw trying to pick out Carolyn. Are Manchester City perhaps missing Vivian Miedemar?
Yeah, I think so, but I think more obviously, I think the way that Manchester City are looking to build, they're desperate to use Hasegawa in that deeper role, that number 6 role. They're so reliant on her to use her as a bounce player when they're trying to build from the back. And Denise O'Sullivan, I think, has just been tasked in that moment of sticking to her like glue, and they're really struggling to break down the Liverpool press.
Flicked on by Shaw. Shimizu heads it back to the Jamaican forward, who is looking for Hemp at the back post. Breaks for Denise O'Sullivan. Olsen's made the run. Here is Olsen. Just took a touch too many. That's excellent from Virgino. Carolyn can't quite get it under control and goes all the way through to the Liverpool goalkeeper. A little bit better though. Rose to Virgino, all a little bit loose from Manchester City, something we're not used to seeing. That's better. Virgino's been energetic, incisive. Carolyn though and Shaw not quite on the same wavelength so far.
Doing a really good couple of little touches round the corner. But I think credit has to go to this Liverpool press again, just giving them no room to breathe.
To Shaw. Hasegawa. That's nice. Coffey. Lauren Hemp's in space. Coffey's ball couldn't pick her out.
Yeah, the idea was probably say Liverpool with the way that they're being so aggressive up against the City players, but they're just dying to find a rhythm. They haven't had the ball to build anything of note, Manchester City.
Carolyn looking for Lauren Hemp, who puts on the afterburners. Hemp across, Bunny Shaw, good save, and it's cleared behind for a Manchester City corner. Manchester City's first rule for Liverpool. City can come alive at any moment. That was Manchester City's first shot of the game. Liverpool have already had 4, but here's Hemp again. The crowd's up now. Past Shimizu, who gets back just in time to block it out for a corner.
Yeah, they're bouncing off a couple of challenges, aren't they?
Nice idea from Kasparai, but Hasegawa hadn't read it. Denise O'Sullivan. Shimizu on loan from Manchester City, allowed to play because there's no ineligibility clause in her contract. Enderby gets past Greenwood, and that will be a yellow card for the England defender. And there it is, Kirsty Dow, quick to... Holland lifts it in though. Pinball in the box. Sullivan can't get it down. Hasegawa finds Shaw, but her pass forward to Virgino was not. Here's Hemp, no one engaging her. Carolyn, Shaw. Shimizu tracked it, read it, played it back to her goalkeeper. Pagano fouled by Coffey, and that will be... Well,
yeah, I think that was probably her final warning when she took out Enderby, and it's another...
And there's the half-time whistle then. Well, in a game that Manchester City need to win if they're to keep the title in their own hands, they've started a little bit sluggishly. Liverpool...
It looked like they've wanted it more here today. Yamashita chose to come really late.
Nice one-touch football from Manchester City. Shaw holding off Fisk. Brings Hemp into the play. And Clark's touch, not a useful one there, out by Fisk. Back to over for Gino, whose strike hits the legs of Grace Fisk. Struck well.
Passage of play from Liverpool, but they've started really strongly here, Man City, and what I've enjoyed watching about them so far this season is how they interchange positions. We've seen Lauren Hemp already drifting over to the right-hand side, back on the left now.
Hemp looking for Bunny Shaw over the Jamaican to Carolyn. Hemp gets away from Shimizu, still Lauren Hemp, and the strike. Wasn't really struck with the power.
Yeah, and this is actually the period in the game that Liverpool have conceded the most amount of goals, just after half time. Maybe Man City know that.
Hasegawa gonna lift it towards Shaw, away by Nagano. Had clearance, finds a teammate. And that's a little lack for USL for Lauren Hemp. Now level on shots, 5 each. As Shaw is hauled down by Nagano, who will get her name in the referee's notebook for that.
Yeah, deserved yellow card. She can have no complaints about that one.
Greenwood floats it towards the back post, out by Clark. Fagino delivers. Carolyn keeps it alive. Back to Lauren Hemp, one touch, the curling effort, and there is Bunny Shaw, but unable to reach it. Behind it goes, but Manchester City ramping up the pressure now.
Yeah, that's exactly what we expected from them. Final home game of the season. I want to thank their support for the brilliant...
Manchester City players are back. Move breaks down. And that was unfortunate because they had players forward there, and now they're on the back track. Lauren Hemp. Delivery cleared by Fisk.
Table for a reason, and it's usually because they can be so wearing against teams, the intensity they bring.
Intercepted by Kerry Holland. Driving at Rose. Still Holland. And the strike, well off target, but Hasegawa out to Hemp. Greenwood's forward run has given space for Carolyn. Ball up and a header from Bunny Shaw, inaccurate.
Oh, the move.
Carolyn, Hemp. Them, but yet to find the net today. Man City fans want the throw-in taken. Liverpool's defensive distances have been really good this afternoon.
Yeah, they have, and they're picking their battles really wisely, opting not to high press on this occasion.
As Shaw finds Carolyn. In behind, Carolyn! Brilliant save from Falk. And Manchester City frustrated again.
Oh, it's the first time, really, they've managed to cut through the Liverpool team. They've been so aggressive of Liverpool, but that's a lovely ball through and expertly taken from Carolyn. But what a save from Jennifer Falk. She's changed.
Hasegawa. Lauren Hemp. Good exchange with Carolyn. The ball across, met by Bunny Shaw, but again it's over.
Ennis have been clear-cut chances for Bunny Shaw, but again, the wing play down this left-hand side, combination play. Saved 4 penalties in that shootout, if you remember. She also missed her own penalty kick. Sailed.
O'Sullivan, Enderby, gives it away to Hasegawa. Looking for the run of Carolyn, and it's well collected by the right back, Risa Shimazu. She's replaced with Bergstrom, a like-for-like change there then. Although Bergstrom can also play in a more forward position. Oh, Penny Shaw would have been in.
Yeah, just good awareness of knowing where the striker was.
Fagino. Still going, cries of shoot into Carolyn, round the corner to Alex Greenwood, whose strike is straight at the goalkeeper, and she was offside anyway.
Who's diving in? Look at the space that Alex Greenwood's in. She's been up there ever since they came back out from half-time, but does just stray offside, doesn't get the...
From Bernabei. Here's Holland. Surging away, or trying to anyway, from Kasparai. Bernabei, red shirts in the box to aim for. Good looking delivery, met by Olsen, and it's wide. How close was that for Liverpool?
Oh, what a let-off this is. It's really good pace.
Shaw, really good work to help it on to Fagino. Holland back defending, and defending well. Towards the back post, cleared by Holland. Fagino. Over hits it, and Penny Shaw is not happy with her teammate.
No, she's not. I think if you're going to shoot from there instead of clipping...
Here's the first change for Manchester City then. Fagino off, on comes Mary Fowler. Get it back. Here is Fowler, the substitute. Slides into the path of Carolyn. Shaw and Hemp in front of her. Here is Carolyn. Wins the corner. So after that break then, the Man City corner. In it goes. Kanak is there. And again, it's off target. She's usually 11 games on the bounce. Carolyn. Greenwood. Here's Hemp then. Running at Bergstrom and making space for herself. Lauren Hemp delivers it in, and there is Bunny Shaw, but again, there is Falk. Brilliant save. Another corner for City.
How often have we seen this? Hemp running down the left wing. It's a brilliant ball in. And Fisk hasn't lost out many aerial duels to Bunny Shaw.
Manchester City now into double figures for corners. In by Greenwood. That time it's met by Kanak, and it goes all the way in! And there is the goal that Manchester City so desperately desired. And what a goal that could be for them. A goal that keeps the title firmly in their hands.
Joy once again, and look at the relief on Yeglert's face. And there's no real celebration from Kanak, who took a knock to that shoulder, didn't she, in the opening 10 minutes up against Chillag. But I'm sure in time, with an ice pack, she will go on to really celebrate that goal that could be, just could be, decisive. And there's a fist bump. In City finally, after 10 long years, getting their hands back on that BWSL trophy. You can print the T-shirts again. You can order the blue ribbon, and Falk has been almost faultless in this game, but I think that's one of the easiest saves that you probably expect to make of the game, is a diving header from the centre-back. He's been a brilliant player in the BWSL for Manchester City, but picked up trophies with Chelsea, played at Liverpool as well, so a fantastic moment. So
Bergstrom, red shirts in the box, lifts it goalwards, and it goes behind. And that is it then. Manchester City left it late, but Rebecca Kanak with the crucial goal to get her side over the line. And going into the final day of the season, season. The title is very much in Manchester City's hands.
It's in. It's got 10. Oh, past the bar by Sonoda! What an impact she's made! A wonderful first half showing from the 21-year-old, and she's capped it off with a goal that may well end our...
How they had to fight for that, Nia Jones.
Well, credit to that man there and his group of players for never giving up, because as you say, they were really in a dogfight today. Liverpool brought it to them, started by far.
It's not going to be a long talk, but I know for all of us, we have been working so hard for this the whole year. Started in July, August. And remember, Alex, you said we need to dare talk about winning the league. It was almost like a little bit forbidden in the group. But as we progressed during last year and also this year, the belief has been so strong. We showed it in so many games, and how we have, even though that has not been always the easiest game, we always believe that we're going to win the game. That we have a chance to win, we'll always find a way to win. And that shows something about the group, and that is everybody. Now just looking at the players, but also the staff. Done an amazing job. So really, really enjoy this, because we deserve. We are the best team in the country. There is no doubt about that. So make sure you enjoy the evening to 100%. And tomorrow a new day, and then we look forward. But enjoy the evening, guys. Take care.